Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Sergio. This is episode number 44. And I'm so happy to be here with you. It's Friday, so happy Friday. Super excited to share with you today's episode, which is going to be really, really good. In today's Breakfast with Sergio, I'm going to share with you a conversation with Tami Miller, who is the Deputy Director of the KRASL Art Center in Michigan. It was totally an impromptu kind of conversation that just happened. It's a good example of relational capital, which I always like to talk about. So, my friends, welcome to Breakfast with Sergio, episode number 44. I hope your week has been going really, really awesome. Well, what's for breakfast today? And I would love to hear what you have on your plate this morning. Here on my plate, I have a French toast surrounded by bananas all the way around in the official Breakfast with Sergio plate. Here we go. And also there are walnuts on top of it as well. Hi everybody, welcome to Breakfast with Sergio. And cinnamon, because as you know, I love cinnamon. Cinnamon is like, I can put cinnamon on anything. So cinnamon, tons of it, right on top of it, makes it nice and brown, super good. And I can't wait to eat it. Now, here's the truth. I did not make breakfast today. Breakfast today is courtesy or sponsored by Dr. Yanina Gomez, my wife, who made a batch of French toast, and I just grabbed a couple. So thank you, Dr. Yanina, wherever she's at. She's at the gym right now, and she's not watching this, but thank you so much for providing breakfast today. Super cool. So my friend, like I said, today I'm going to be sharing with you this interview, kind of a conversation with Tami Miller, Deputy Director of the KRASL Art Center in Michigan. It's a beautiful art center right across from the lakefront from the Lake Michigan. And it was one of those things that my wife and I, we were driving yesterday to Michigan just for the, couple of things we had to do and also kind of sightseeing. It was a beautiful day. And then I remembered Tami Miller, which is a friend. I had a show there about 6 years ago. And I said, I'm going to send her a message. I'm going to send her I'm coming by, see if I can stop by and say hello. So I sent her a message. I said, Tami, I'm going to stop by the KRASL Art Center. Would you like to say hello? And she replied really quickly. She said, yeah, I'll be here. Stop by. So then on the way there, I'm like, wait a minute. I would love to introduce Tami Miller to hear my friends at Breakfast with Sergio. So I said, hey, Tami, would you mind if I introduce you to my friends at Breakfast with Sergio and we have a little chat and you show us the KRASL Art Center and we have a great conversation? So just 10 minutes of your time. And she said, absolutely, let's do it. So this is totally impromptu. It was super cool. We had a great conversation, a great chat. It was awesome to catch up. And again, that's what relational capital is all about. It's getting out of your way to make a connection with someone. So that's what it's all about. So my friends, here we go. I hope you enjoy it. And I'll see you in a second here. Hey everybody, so I'm here at the KRASL Art Center in St. Joseph, Michigan. Right behind me is a beautiful art center located here right across from the Michigan Lake. It's a super beautiful view. This is spring and I'm super excited to take you inside. We're going to meet with Tami Miller. She's the Deputy Director of the KRASL Art Center. And let's go, check it out. Here we are. Hey Tami, how are you?
Hey Sergio.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How are you doing?
Welcome to KRASL.
Thank you so much. And I love this, kind of entryway to the KRASL Art Center because what's right above us.
Right, I know, it's beautiful.
So this is actually woody sculpture, right?
It is. A Dale Chihuly with 200 pieces of blown glass that are all tied to an armature.
Wow.
It's really lovely.
That is really cool. Now, how long was the building designed around this piece? Or?
This element of the building was designed knowing we wanted to put a sculpture in it,
Okay.
and we did know that we wanted to put a Chihuly in it.
Oh,
So
really?
we worked with Chihuly Studios, and they sent us different mock-ups, and this was the color and the form that we decided on. We thought it's just perfect. You see it from the street when you're driving by, and
It seems like it was made for it, so that is pretty cool.
Pretty much.
Love that.
Yeah.
So let's go, before we go into the gallery and
Yes.
show us a little bit, tell us a little bit about the KRASL Art Center. What's kind of the mission?
Yeah, I love the KRASL Art Center actually. So we've been here since 1980. Our benefactors were George and Olga KRASL.
Okay.
And we are a small but mighty art museum. We are also an art center, so we have studio classrooms upstairs and downstairs in our building. We do a big art fair on the bluff every summer, and we do wonderful exhibitions throughout the year.
Very cool. Awesome. So let's go right
All
inside.
right, come on in.
something that is pretty exciting that I just found out is that the KRASL Center is right now in expansion mode. So I was really surprised to see Richard Hunt right behind me.
Right.
Big project that he's working on. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So Richard Hunt, what a lot of people don't know is that he has held a satellite studio in Benton Harbor, which is just 2 miles from us.
I didn't know that.
He's held a studio there since 1995. So we are working with him on a major commission for a new piece to go on our front grounds. We're completely redesigning the grounds, making them more people-friendly, more welcoming, and he's going to have 2 very large elements that create an archway into the walkway, into the grounds. People can sit on the edges. It's being fabricated here in Michigan, so we're really excited about that.
Very cool. And this is like the plan of West Coast,
yes,
right?
This is a site plan. So we're going to have a beautiful event green with a berm going behind it, a beautiful walkway. You can see this was a very early model of the sculpture. It's changed a lot since then, but it does give you the basic concept of what's to come. And so this project, we are doing construction starting June 4th. It's right around the corner. Right. And we're going to complete it by October 1st. So,
very cool.
So more to come on that.
You guys will visit this. So let me know when the unveiling is.
Yes.
We'll be here, we'll be back.
We'll have breakfast.
For another breakfast episode. So let's go to the art lab.
Yes.
This is one of the small gallery spaces as you walk into the KRASL Center. So what is the art lab?
So the art lab is a small gallery space. The KRASL Art Center collects sculpture, and we wanted a space that was dedicated to contemporary sculptural practice. Okay. So this is a space for installation-based projects, time-based media, sound, light, a variety of different artists come and go. We do about 5 rotations a year. Right now we have Emily Stokes, who's out of Iowa, and this is her exhibition Undercurrents. But this space changes drastically from install to install, so it's been a really fun project to be working on.
Great. I remember when I had the show here with Mark Slokowski, it was a 2-person show. I met here Andy Cano Villalobos.
Yes.
And she had a beautiful installation. The poster was covered with dirt. And then she was writing on the walls.
She was writing names on the walls of individuals that had gone missing during Pinochet's reign, and it was a moving piece. And it was, drastically, the dirt floors, the writing on the walls. She did a performative piece with it. It was really
So it was like a very flexible space.
Very flexible, yes. Yeah. Yeah, we like to show new projects and experiments that people are working on.
So do artists kind of submit proposals for this space, or how did you find out?
They do. It's a combination of things. They submit proposals. We do a call for artists, usually on Chicago Artist Resource, actually.
Okay, right.
And then we also look for artists when we're out in the community and out looking at other art shows in the region. So we'll invite people in as well.
Awesome. So let's go to the main space.
Okay. So this space is our main gallery. And so this tends to be a little more traditional, a little more object-based exhibitions. It can be contemporary, but can also be historic. A lot of times it's thematic. Right now we have a traveling exhibition called Wandering Spirit, African Wax Prints. And this is a fantastic exhibit. It shows all these wonderful textiles. And it's talking about the history of these textiles. So these fabrics are associated with African culture, but they actually have a deep root in Dutch colonialism and trade routes and trade and merchants, and so this exhibition talks about how this fabric has been used and celebrated in African cultures. We have historic pieces here as well as even more contemporary ones. We have fabrics celebrating Michelle and Barack Obama, for example.
Oh, really?
Some of our more contemporary ones. So actually right here, this is Michelle's handbag and Michelle's shoes. And these are fabrics that were created specifically to honor Michelle Obama.
That is super cool.
Isn't that neat? Wow. And so these fabrics would be worn, people would wear them sort of similarly to how we think of like a Scottish tartan. Families would each have their own fabric that they would wear. So if they went to a family event, you'd see mom and dad and all the kids wearing the fabric that they chose. They speak to different regions of the continent. So.
Very cool. And that's very interesting. I didn't know it. So many of these were then produced in Europe, right?
Right. So most of these are Dutch produced. They industrialized the process and found a consumer base in Africa.
So had the whole route and then out of Africa and then into the
world. Exactly.
Wow. Really exciting.
So, like I said, this exhibition, this gallery space changes about 5 times a year as well. Our next exhibit is called Summertime in the Galleries, and it's going to be all about what's happening outside, and it's going to give people ways to interact with the elements to come. We're doing an exhibition in the fall called Personal to Political. It's all prints from the Fontaine press. So it's very different from time to time. We've shown your work here. Right. It's beautiful in this space. So
some big paintings on this wall.
Very large paintings, yes.
I love the architecture of the KRASL Art Center. I love the natural light that comes through these windows over here. Right. Then the low level ceiling there makes it like more of a more intimate space.
Absolutely.
Too. So I assume it gives you a lot of flexibility when curating shows in this space particularly.
Right. And we try to curate one show at least a year that's an in-house curated show. Our last one was actually featuring, we call it the Art Next Door, Chicago's Exemplars. And we had people like Donald Bay, we had Tony Tassett, we had Sadie Woods.
Okay.
But that was only about maybe half a dozen artists.
Yeah.
But we just highlighted their work. It was all very different forms of contemporary art, and it was very fun to do.
Very cool. Let's go a little bit this way. So
yeah, absolutely.
I know also.
Yes, so we have these movable walls, and we, you know how it is doing songs, and I mean, it just changes the look every time. We can move the walls, add color. We have great reinforced hanging walls, so we've hung things that are very heavy.
Right.
We've had very heavy sculpture shows in here, so.
Right. Wow.
Absolutely.
And so for this space like this, as far as like selecting exhibitions, how do you go about that?
It's a similar process. We don't put out a call for artists for this space, but we look at what is happening around. We receive proposals from artists, so if they go on our website, there is information about what type of information to send us if they're interested in doing a show. And I have to say, a lot of times we receive proposals more than we can handle, unfortunately, because there's so many artists out there, and so many great artists, right? So we do hang on to their materials for 2 years, and I have certainly had the experience where I see something is interesting, I don't have an immediate fit, but 2 years later I'm planning a different show, and I go back and say, hey, I remember so-and-so's work, and I'll call them up and say, are you still working in this vein? Would you like to be part of this show?
Very cool. Cool. Well, Tami, this is wonderful. I'm so happy to go back again.
Really nice to see you.
After about 6 years since I was here. And this is totally improvised. It's hey, Tami, I'm coming over.
Right, he did.
Were you welcome?
And it worked out. I'm glad it worked out. So.
I'm glad you were here, so it's all very cool. Yeah. So thank you so much again for receiving us. We wish you tons of success on the next few years on the expansion project.
Thank you.
We'd love to be back again and to see it all new and to see Richard Hunt's sculpture right outside, and congratulations on everything. And
Thank you very much.
We invite our friends to come and check it out. Why don't you give us the address?
I'm sorry?
Can you give us the address of the KRASL?
Sure, absolutely. We are in St. Joseph, Michigan, which is just 90 miles from Chicago. And the address is 707 Lake Boulevard, St. Joseph, Michigan. And our website is KRASL.org, which is KRASL.
And are you on social media?
Of course, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, we're there. You'll find us.
Very cool. And it's right across from the lake, so you can miss it. If you can find the lake,
exactly. We're the sunset coast. You're the sunrise. You get the sunrise. We get the sunsets. So.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed my episode of Breakfast with Sergio there with Tami Miller. I want to thank, big thank you to Tami Miller for accepting the quick impromptu conversation and accepting Breakfast with Sergio, so that you, all my friends here in Breakfast with Sergio, can meet the KRASL Art Center, and it's spelled KRASL. And it's a great venue. If you're ever in Michigan, you gotta stop by, check it out, and I think you will love it. I think you will find it, such a beautiful space. And just like that, there are many other spaces around the world in which are kind of like gems that sometimes they need more to be highlighted even more and further. And something that I was really excited about is what you might surprise that while many institutions are cutting funds and galleries are closing, to see one that is thriving and that is growing and that is expanding, for me, that was just amazing, because that means more opportunities for artists. So check it out, my friends. And again, thanks for watching Breakfast with Sergio. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend. That's something you can do for me. And look what I've been doing while I was watching Breakfast with Sergio. I'm already halfway or almost done with my breakfast today. So I hope you have a great weekend. Keep watching, please. We have more surprises just like this one coming up during the summer. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. And I really thank you for your attention. Follow me on Instagram at Sergio Gomez Projects. You can find all the episodes in YouTube. Just look for Sergio Gomez Breakfast with Sergio. And you can find it also as a downloadable podcast. And check out all my other resources for artists at theartistnextlevel.com. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.